Good morning, evening, friends. Here's your friendly announcer. I got some serious news to pass on to everybody. How y'all doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome once again to the Mental House. I am your host, Khadijah. I just want to come on today, and before I get to my main topic, I just want to make a mention about a few things that I missed the other day. Actually, I wanted to say rest in peace to Denise Matthews, Vanity. Do you think I'm a nasty girl? She finally made her transition, and I wasn't a super big fan of Vanity, um, Vanity 6, I think it was, but everybody else was. I just knew, I just thought they were, of course, like everybody, they were extremely sexy, but I knew they were a gimmick, and uh, some of us that sing, we used to have problems with people that were gimmicks because it was like wow. But she was my age, and well, I'm a little younger than her, but that's why it kind of hit me a little bit because it seems like we just losing people left and right. I do know Denise struggled with drugs. Denise is from Canada, and I know that she was one of those people that came down. Um, and once she got to Hollywood, Hollywood is the kind of place that y'all know. It, if if you got demons, it'll bring them all out of you if you haven't worked them out. So, and it's not for the faint at heart or the jaded. And a lot of times, people go to Hollywood and they get lost and turned out. And she is unfortunately um, is somebody I would say that fit the description. No, I didn't know her personally, but I knew of her. And during the time that I was in Berkeley, California, I just knew of. She had a reputation of being a big partier, and don't get it twisted. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I was some kind of choir girl. I was getting it in as well, but um, definitely not on that type of level. So I want to say rest in peace to Denise. I heard she Vanity. I heard she donated all her proceeds to her church. Um, and I just wish, as people, we black people specifically, that we had something better set up. That we could do something for economically us as a whole. Because I look at Evander Holyfield, who gave Creflo Dollar pretty much all his money, and look at him, look at him. So they'll never say this type of stuff, but I'm saying it. We need to shake them churches down and make them distribute the wealth throughout the community, instead of giving the money to the big banks that help keep us in bondage. That's what we really need to do in terms of that, but that's a whole different story. I also wanted to acknowledge um, something that that a lot of us got a kick out of. A couple months ago, excuse me, a couple months ago, I had to look and make sure when this chick, a lot of people wanted to trade her in, though. A lot of people wanted to trade somebody for Rachel Dolezal. Congratulations, Rachel. She got a little boy, and he's a black baby because I've seen him. He is black, just like I thought. She don't have to worry about this one. His name is Langston Atticus. Langston Atticus. He's named after Langston Hughes, the great poet, writer, um, and Atticus. Who was Atticus? Some great. Well, he was some French writer. I don't know. Atticus, somebody. I forgot. Anyway, that's who he was named after. So Rachel Dolezal has got her swirly baby, and she's on deck now. Is a member of uh, an African, as she said, she wants to be recognized as a person of color, an African American. And so her baby certainly is. So, Rachel, to you, baby. Okay. Listen here. Now, this is what I know I'm going to take a little flack for. Because I really want to know what a lot of y'all think about this damn Caitlyn Jenner. I can't take no more. I try to not make a comment because it's very sensitive, and I know how I spend half of the time deleting shit off of here that, regarding the names that y'all call me, half the time. So I'm really not into throwing swords like that, but I have to make a comment about Caitlyn, Bruce, or otherwise I would just be fucking hypocritical. And I can't do that. And in my opinion, I wish Caitlyn, Bruce / peace, because I think that there's some mental illness going on there, and I think it's beyond a sexuality and stuff like that. Because personally, I do believe that sexuality is very undefined. I think there's a lot more that we have to know about, that we need to define. We're learning a lot more about this X and Y chromosome. So I really don't get too taken aback. And I know some people transcend that. Some people do what they're supposed to do, recreate or procreate, and their lives take different turns. So I'm not here to get into any of that type of controversy right now. What I am trying to talk about is the fucking Bruce Jenner that I used to go and get Wheaties and see him on the goddamn box, and now I'm looking at him as Caitlyn Jenner. This is what I'm talking about. Bruce, Caitlyn, whoever, said that while he was a woman transitioning, that he still had interest in women. So he was a lesbian. Okay? A man lesbian, in my opinion. And I guess that's, and then I thought that's why he didn't get rid of his plumbing. Well, my brother had an argument with me about a year ago. He said, now watch. I just guarantee you, he's the next thing you're gonna know is he's gonna be telling you he's got a boyfriend or he wants a boyfriend, and I'm like, some men like to dress up like women, and I know that. Okay, let me tell y'all something. The reason why I say sexuality is so undefined, I know a friend of mine, and I'm not going to mention her name at all because I wouldn't even do you like that, girl. I know a woman who caught her husband putting on her clothes, and she had been married to him for 4 years. And it wasn't her clothes, it was really her, well, it was her clothes. It was her bra. He didn't have the lipstick on and all this. And when she came home, he was trying to hurry up and get the shit off. So you can imagine how it looked, okay? So that's a story in itself. But Caitlyn and / Bruce, again, who I used to look at in the morning when I used to get ready to eat the cereal and go to school, I used to look at Bruce Jenner on the Wheatie box. So it was really difficult for me to see him and deal with this Caitlyn Jenner shit. As far as I'm concerned, it is severe mental illness. And that's just my opinion. I think that there's some some crossed wires. Look, we are to be perfected. Ain't nobody perfect down here. You know, everybody's mental illness may show up in a little different way. That's why I call this the mental house. Cause that shit he's going through right now is some serious mental shit. And all the things that he's doing, who I feel sorry for is the kids. I really feel that he is very selfish. Because if he went, you know, I mean, in my opinion, if he went this long and he was feeling like this, then he should have went on out like that. Because I think it's very embarrassing for your sons and your daughters. You sitting up there humping on all these damn women and making these babies and know damn well inside you feel like a woman. I think that is just so damn conflictual to you mentally. Okay? I know a lot of women who have had sex with men and later on knew they like women the whole time, but they were having sex with men and they've even procreated. This is a whole different animal that I'm talking about than a person that's laying down making up kids and then all of a sudden having children, and then all of a sudden you turn around and want to wear and be the same person that you having children by. You want to be that? I'm having a hard time with Caitlyn. So in my opinion, it's straight mental illness, along with some serious confusion, and it's not just because it's in Hollywood, even though that attributes to a lot to it. But I don't know. But I do wish love and light on Caitlyn. I don't want nobody to beat down Caitlyn and kill Caitlyn and do all those things because Caitlyn is like that. Caitlyn needs some help. You know, and that's just my opinion. A lot of people think Caitlyn need to be tarred and feathered, and think I need to be tarred and feathered for even saying something like that, or period. So you entitled to your opinion too. Just don't come up on Caitlyn. Better not come up on me with it. You know, so to each his own. But you know, I just thought that was really weird, and I really had to get my comment about that because it was a topic of a conversation, and I just was really stuck because I'm almost like, what the entire hell, you know? When it comes to Caitlyn, what the entire hell, you know it's just a mess all over America. It's a mess. So I just wanted to give that quick commentary. I'll see y'all in a minute. And I'm so glad you're out there. If you like what you hear, please like and subscribe. And give me your opinion about Caitlyn and this stuff. Because, you know, somebody asked me and put me on the spot today. So I really had to, you know, dig in a little bit for that. Tell me how you think. Okay? Alright, like and subscribe. See you later in the mental house.